Let's get into it. The truth about gay men y'all don't want to talk about. So let me go ahead and make some of y'all people uncomfortable today. And ladies, I need y'all to hear me out before y'all start throwing purses and blocking me. Because I know some of y'all still believe every man out there is easy to identify. And there's some gay radars out there, but you think every gay man talk the same, walk the same, act the same, move the same, and baby, that's just not the reality. Listen. Some of y'all have met openly gay men and had absolutely no clue. Not because they were hiding, not because they were lying, not because they were on the DL, but because they were simply living their life and minding their damn business. See, somewhere along the way, people start believing that becoming gay is supposed to be your entire personality. The minute somebody says they're gay, they're supposed to transform into a completely different human being. You see, and that's not the case at all. I look at some people and I be like, what happened to the hobbies? What happened to the upbringing? What happened to the life experiences? What happened to everything else that makes somebody who they are? Y'all act like being gay deletes all the other software in the system. But no, baby, let me tell you, it doesn't work that way. Some of us grew up in neighborhoods where respect mattered. Some of us grew up around sports. Some of us grew up around construction workers. Some of us grew up around military families. Some of us grew up around fathers, uncles, and grandfathers who taught us how to shake hands and keep a word and stand on business. And guess what? We still ended up liking men. Imagine that. And look, believe it or not, your sexuality and your personality is not the same thing. I know that's a hard pill for some people to swallow because some folks have built their entire understanding of gay men off TV. They think every gay man spends a day shopping, gossiping, and arguing over who wore what. Meanwhile, some of us are talking about football, basketball, business plans, UFC, boxing. Some of us talking about real estate, investments. You feel me? Some of us love music. Some of us trying to figure out how to pay fewer taxes. And some of us are discussing retirement plans. And some of us is trying to figure out why our knees will start making noises after we hit 30. But look, here's another thing. Life will come at your ass fast when you least expect it. And some of y'all keep confusing private with DL. Those are not the same thing. A private person doesn't tell everybody their business. A private person doesn't make their relationship public. A private person isn't announcing every day. A private person isn't posting every conversation. A private person doesn't feel obligated to explain themselves to strangers. That's privacy. And look, if we keep it in a buck, DL usually implies secrecy, deception, or hiding something important from somebody who deserves to know the truth. And that's a big difference. Everybody quiet ain't hiding. Every masculine gay man ain't pretending. Every reserved man ain't secretly struggling with himself. Some people are simply comfortable enough not to perform for an audience. And let's talk about masculinity, okay? Because the word got some of y'all in the headlock, okay? Because you hear masculine and immediately think deep voice, big muscles, Timberland, pickup trucks, and serious facial expressions. Walking around here looking like you got warrants in 3 different countries. That's not masculinity. That's a damn costume. Real masculinity is responsibility. Real masculinity is accountability. Real masculinity is keeping your word. Real masculinity is paying your bills. Real masculinity is protecting your people. Real masculinity is handling problems without running from them. Real masculinity is emotional control. Real masculinity is discipline. And none of that changes because of who somebody date. Now, let me really cook now. Some of us don't even use certain language that people expect. Not because we're ashamed and not because we're trying to prove anything, but because of where we come from. See, I was raised, certain words was in terms of endearment. Certain words meant somebody about to get their blew out, like that word. Now, y'all can do whatever makes you happy. And now I'm telling you how to live. I'm simply saying everybody's background is different. Everybody wasn't raised the same. Everybody don't communicate the same. And that's okay because diversity don't stop at race. It doesn't stop at sexuality. It doesn't stop at gender. People are different. Imagine that, okay? And here's what really ruffled my fellas. People think gay men spend every walking second being gay. Like, what does that even mean? Like, some of us can watch the Lions game for 3 hours, watch football, basketball, yell at the TV, order wings, complain about the referee, and turn around and watch some Zeus and Baddies, and now that's TV right after, okay? Because humans can like more than one thing. I know, right? It blow your mind. What a concept. But listen, it's called being a person. Same way women can watch true crime documentaries and romantic comedies, the same way men can go hunt and then spend evening watching cooking shows. Human beings are layered, folks. Everybody not gonna fit in that little ass box y'all be trying to create. And the funny part is, some of y'all be acting like gay's supposed to come with a uniform. Like, exactly what are we supposed to be doing? Standing around discussing Beyonce statistics, Nicki Minaj albums and releases, holding emergency meetings about brunch, submitting monthly reports to the gay council? Who made these rules? Like, some of us like football, fishing, cars, anime, power tools. Some of us can rebuild an engine and still know every word to an R&B song. Life ain't a stereotype, and people really get confused when they realize that, because society loves labels, but people really don't fit neatly into labels. A man can be gay and still be masculine. A man can be masculine and still be compassionate. A man can be private and still be honest. A man can be successful and still be humble. A man can be many things at the same time. And honestly, the sooner people start realizing that and stop forcing these stereotypes into everybody, the world will be easier. Life will be easier. Because some of the people y'all swear straight is not. Some of the people y'all think gay is not. And some of the people y'all keep trying to figure out don't owe you a explanation in the first place. The real lesson is simple. Judge people by their character. Judge people how they treat others. Judge people by their integrity. Judge people by their actions. Everything else is just noise. Run my blood pressure up. Shit. But y'all get the point. Have a good one.